Hi everybody, welcome. Just wanted to show you my little gizmo here that I use a lot. It's called the Stampin' Cut and Stampin' Emboss, but it's just a little machine and it takes up very little room. I put this underneath so it doesn't move around, and this is just a shelf liner, but you open this up like this, and I am holding this tablet with my hands because my stand broke, so we'll see if we can get this to work. Okay, here it looks, and then there's a handle on it right here. Isn't that cool? So what comes with this? Everything comes with it ready to go. This is for embossing and die cutting. This is your major plate. Then there's this one. And then there is this one that you use with the 3D emboss folders. And it's so cool. It says that right on there. Cutting plate 4. I'll show that to you in a minute. That's one I use a lot. That's the real thick embossing folders. And then you say, what is an embossing folder? That's this right here that embosses. Let me see, I got the wrong way. There you go. If I put that down, you'll see it better. But see the impression that it gives? It gives the raised relief. And let's see how that works. So, also you get these two plates, which you use for die cutting, which you use with your dies such as this, and this cuts that shape. Isn't that cool? Right there. That's the wrong side. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, I'm going to show you. First off, this is this plate, and it explains right all the way down. It's very simple to use. They have the directions right on these plates, so you do not have to keep looking for any kind of book or directions. But after you get going, this is a little wafer that helps with die cutting. Okay, let's say we want to do die cutting right now. So right here, place die cutting edge down, and then plate 2 and plate 3. So this is plate 2. This gives a little bit more lift to cut better as such. And then we take our, what did I just do with those? My cutting plates. Isn't it? Never happens. Never happens. Right there in front of me, because they're clear. They're hiding. So one goes on the bottom and one goes on the top. So let's say I want to cut a blue. So here is the width. It's like 6 inches wide. So if you take a 5.5 sheet of paper, it will cut beautifully. So put that as such, and put the die down, and there's all various dies that you can purchase. And I love this machine because it takes no electricity. I can be outside, I can go camping, just to enjoy myself. Now see, I didn't have that right. You got to have these lined up, and it tells you that. But I'm using one hand here, so hopefully my stand gets back happy again. So I'm going to do this lantern. You put that as such, and then put the other plate over it. Now I put it there because I don't waste any paper, but you don't have to have that plate all the way over. Okay, and then you go over here and you crank it through. Let's get this going. Let's see if I can get it going. It's not going. Usually I have to use both hands, and I'm doing just one hand right now. But we'll get it going. Let's see. See, there's the other side. There it goes. And then, let me see. You just crank it. There she goes. See how she's moving through? Just like a conveyor belt. And it doesn't take much pressure. And I have arthritic hands. And it's very simple to just move this handle, as you see. And it's coming through. I just did one die. Of course, you can fill it up with a whole bunch of dies. And this goes through here. And we'll take the top plate off as such. And then we take the die away. Okay. Then you can see our beautiful it isn't this hard. It's just that I am holding the camera with one hand and this with the other. And then these just come pop right out. Isn't that neat? I'm just doing it here. Let me see if I can put this down and no, that's not gonna work. Oh gee, who is that? You got a glimpse of me. Yee, she's scary. Come on, laugh. I've been outside and it's 90 degrees weather here, and I wanted to pop in and show this to you. So if you got a good laugh or a good scare today, that's by me. But isn't that neat? And then for embossing folders, it's the same procedure but a different setup. You do it as such, like 3D embossing folder. Let's go here. This goes here. We don't need any of these plates, and it shows you on the graph right here. All you need is this 3D embossing folder right here, and then your actual embossing folder, and then the bottom plate. Now let's see if I lost that anywhere. You gotta I keep these all together right here in a nice little stand. It's just a simple stand. This and this, not to confuse you. So this is my 3D embossing folder we're going to use. This is called the Fern, which has been my favorite right now. And we're going to put the paper in there. And I just want to show you how that works. Put this right here. This is the green I'm going to use, but you can use any color you want. Now for embossing folders, you can just stick it right in as such. But what I like to do is spritz it with some water. You see how it's spritzing it? What that water does is loosen up the fibers, so you get a better impression. Now you don't have to put that much water, but I did. And it will change the color a little bit, but once it dries, it will get nice. So all you do is take this, open this up, I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing this. I gotta get a camera stand back. I miss it. Okay, there's that. And like I say, for these 3D, which means they're a little bit thicker, so you can use thick ones, thin ones, and yes, you can use other brands and Stampin' Up. It's just that I really do like the quality of Stampin' Up. And you see how I have that kind of lopsided? It won't matter, but if you want it to be straight, you put that in there such. Put the other over the top, and we're going to move it through. And again, it works really good. Let's see here, got everything lined up. Let's see, there it goes. See how nice it's going through? Going through really good. And see, I'm only doing this with one hand. And if I hold it down the top part with my hand, I'll have an easier time, but that's okay. So come through the other side. You pick this up, and you can see there's my embossing folder. And when you open it up, you will see a beautiful impression. That's why they call it embossing. See how neat that is? It comes out so beautiful. So this is a little bit damp right now. You can use either side. So what I do is put this down, since I did use water, but it does give better impression. You really get a real deep embossed impression. But that is called the beautiful emboss and cut. And the reason I'm stressing this right now, you can save money if you join my team, or I call it my crafters thing. They have a special right now, $155 in product for $99. And there's no, you don't have to stay on it. It's just a 3-month period, but if you want to stay, that would be wonderful. But what's so cool is you get 20% off all your purchases, and that's, some people say, oh, I don't want to be a demonstrator. No, this is called a hobby demonstrator, and that's what I do most of the time. My main thing is making cards for those homebound, and I make lots of cards and send them out, either those in nursing homes or assisted living. But I do show others how to make beautiful cards. And if you have any questions, you can just email me or call me. It's Betty Bickford at stampinup.net. And hope you enjoyed the little demonstration. And please, if you have any questions, give me a call or email me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.